So I just want to talk a little bit about surviving and thriving. There's two sides to this. Are you somebody that looks forward to something, and until that point moment, you're not really enjoying the days too much? So are you looking forward to the weekend, looking forward to a holiday, you're looking forward to that night out that you've got planned, and you can't wait till you get to that point? Or on the flip side, are you, have you got an important meeting scheduled, an important event scheduled, or something that you've got to work for, prepare for, that may be causing you a bit of stress, a bit of anxiety? Until that's over, then you can breathe or you can relax. Have you got these sort of time frames and time scales that you're either looking forward to, or that you're thinking, until I've got past that one day or that really busy week I've got busy, scheduled in, or the really busy weekend, once that's over, then I can breathe, or once that's over, I can relax, or until I get to that holiday, or until I get to my night out, or until I get to the weekend, then I'm aiming for that, basically. But until then, you're kind of living in a bit of dread, or you're living in a state of anxiety, or you're just living and trying to just muddle through the day and just survive the days until you get to that point. But why are we doing this? Because I'm prone to doing this as well. I might have an important meeting ahead of me, or important event lined up, which I might be preparing for or worrying about. And until that point's passed, it's on my mind, it's playing on my mind. Or I could have a holiday booked, and until then I'm like, I can't wait for, until then roll in the holidays, which is absolutely fine, to look forward to things as well. But what about the days in between, the normal days, the routine days? Are we making the most of these days? Are you making the most of these days? I have absolutely started to make the most of these days now more than ever. The small things, I don't want to now wake up and then straight away think, what have I got to do? What's my to-do list? I've got to get the kids ready, I've got to get out, got this, I've got that. I don't want my frame of mind to be like that anymore. And I've been making these changes for quite a while now, and it's having a huge impact on my mindset, because everything you feel has that chemical reaction, has that physical reaction on your body. So I'm doing everything I can now to have these positive vibes. And yeah, sure, it's not easy all the time, but I'm having things in place. So not huge things, but I'm waking up, I'm having cuddles with my family first before I do anything. My daughter might be sleeping, and I'll be going in there to give her a cuddle instead of, come on, it's time to wake up. So small changes in the day makes a huge difference. I'm much more mindful in what I'm saying. I'm much more mindful in how I'm reacting. I'm looking around a lot more at what's around me. I'm looking at people, I'm looking at the view, I'm looking at where I'm walking. I'm taking it in so much more, and just being that much more grateful of my environment. The food I'm having, the coffees I'm drinking, everything that was given or taken, I'm appreciating it so much more. I'm valuing what I'm doing. So even the small things, as my having that morning coffee, or taking that coffee in a restaurant or something, or going out, I'm just absorbing everything that much more, and I'm enjoying that much more in the day. So the whole day is now an experience, and I'm loving every single part of the day. And even things that go wrong, what have I learned? What could I do better? It happened, it doesn't matter. I'm not making a big issue out of it. So what can you do so that you're ensuring that you're thriving in that day, and not just surviving until you've passed an event or looking forward to that event? Let's make every single day count. Appreciate it's not always easy, but let's give it a go. What have you got to lose apart from living a fuller, better, healthier, happier life? So let me know how you get on.